I Love Naughty Princess. Episode 1. He closed his eyes as she ran to hide. It was a beautiful day, and playing hide and seek with his friend Princess seemed like a good pastime activity. Princess and Artsy have been friends for as long as they could remember. They followed each other everywhere. They were meant to be since the first time they laid eyes on each other. Artsy had a crazy mind with big imaginations that always got Princess thinking of a naughty way to make his arts come to life. She was the silent naughty type. She could get them both into trouble, and they would just laugh about it as they faced the consequence of their actions. One time, Artsy drew up their neighbour falling down on her laundry basket full of wet clothes. So she held his hand and ran to where the neighbour's house, who happened to be doing laundry on that very day. They released their pet rat, and when the neighbour saw it, she fell on her laundry basket full of wet clothes, leaving the two in stitches. Of course the neighbour found out what they had done, and they were both given a last warning, but neither minded. They were still together, and with their crazy thoughts set free, no one could stop the lot. "Ready or not, here I come," shouted Artsy. He was to seek Princess now. He knew exactly where she would be. They didn't really play this game, so they could hide and seek. This is how they got to their secret place where Artsy could sit and draw as Princess looked at the sky. He ran to the clearing and found her staring at the sky, holding her special coin as she always did. He sat down and started to draw. He was always quiet when he drew. Princess was admiring the coin in her hand. It was the only thing that reminded her of the family. She didn't know them since all her life she had been running away. She knew who she was running away from, but with her drawing monster, she didn't really have to hide any longer. When he's finished, he took the drawing and showed it to her. "This is our next mission then, Artsy." Princess kept looking at the art. It wasn't impossible, but it would be quite hard to pull off, unlike the rest. She went about their house looking for what they needed. Artsy and Princess were collectors of sorts. She took what she needed and sat on her table. She wasn't an artist, but she had a special power too. Artsy came to where she was working on their plan. He looked at what was before him. It was perfect. They then walked out to the town centre. It was nighttime and everyone was asleep. They went into the mayor's office and placed their surprise there. They knew it would be the biggest prank ever. People knew that Princess was naughty and that she was a bad influence on Artsy. But she didn't let that bother her. She stuck by him and him by her. They were the perfect couple and no one would ever separate the pair. The next day, they were woken up by a loud knock on the door. Princess woke up, her heart beating faster than usual. She had a bad feeling about what was going to take place. She woke up Artsy and told him to get ready. She didn't want to go just yet, not while the greatest prank ever hadn't taken place. She dragged her friend, but Artsy was too scared to run. She looked at him. She knew they needed to stop, so he could catch his breath. She went to the town and climbed the building near the mayor's office. She hid as she watched the mayor. She was waiting on him to open the door, pulling Artsy near so he could see too. She turned back, only to see the men who were chasing her behind them. She tried to grab onto Artsy's paws, but they were too sweaty. She took the coin out of her pocket and tossed it. Surprisingly, a portal opened, but it was too late for Artsy, who couldn't grab on. She flew mid-air, not knowing where she would land. She closed her eyes, afraid of what was going to happen next. She knew why they were after her. She prayed for Artsy's well-being, that her drawing monster would be safe. She quivered at the thought of somebody hurting him. She finally arrived at the new land, far from her home. She was all alone, scared and hungry. What was to become of her now? Hi, I am Natalie Lawton. You are listening to I Love Naughty Princess at ilovenaughtyprincess.com. If you like our stories, please subscribe to our channel now. Please click the like button below if you like this story. Thank you.